Yeah. Cool. Freestyle, that means it's from the top of the dome. Kreativ Monstarz studio, you know how it goes. We just had some young guys doing the session, now they've left. Yeah, progressing with the LIFE, that's the life, that's the forward motion, forward moving. That's the right potion, spoken like the word. When it's poetry, you know me. S to the Y-U-S, no phony. In and out and back again. Yeah, that'll do. Chris Syrus, director of Syrus Constancy, which is a youth organisation that we've been running for 6 years. We've also got a subsidiary company, which is Kreativ Monstarz, which is the studio that we're at now, and an events company. So Syrus Constancy is a crime prevention program, or sorry, organisation. We work with the creative arts and personal development, working with young people. So predominantly 14 to 24-year-olds with the job centre, with probation. We've got a contract with the job centre, and they come here to the studio and we work on teaching them production, helping them to make albums, make music. But the underpinning thing is the personal development, is the confidence building, is the looking for work, is the building up their skills. We do different types of programs, different workshops. One of the programs is called Youth Voice, where we get 14 to 18-year-olds to make a mixtape and to event manage. So they create their own event and they launch their mixtape. Another program is called Building Young Entrepreneurs. That's in conjunction with the Job Centre. They come here and they do the Arts Awards, so they get a qualification, but we've got a job broker, so that they're be looking for work, creative work, and just a 9 to 5. And in terms of the work that we're doing, we are getting people qualified. We are getting a good outcomes in terms of young people getting work. And yeah, it's just a creative, fun place. Young people like coming here. We've got a good team, Jehovah, the producer. We've got Ski, who does the graphics and the videography. We've got myself, the lead facilitator. And we've got Susanna, who is the job broker and a mentor. So we've got a team, and yeah, we're getting good results. So I was doing a bit of a sentence, and while I was there, I was thinking I didn't really need to be in prison. I didn't really need to be wasting my time in prison. So I needed to kind of educate myself and find a focus. And my focus was to work with young people. So while I was in prison, I'd done my psychology degree, and I'd done some other courses, advice and guidance, just upskill myself, so that when I came out, I was ready and prepared to work with young people. When I came out with a poetry book based on my experience, and I toured my poems to schools, just showing them who I was and showing them how I engage with young people. And just off the back of that, talking with young people, performing in front of young people, the school started to book me for longer workshops. And that's where the idea of the creative arts and the personal development really came together, because for me, creative writing was my therapy, was my outlet, was my way to find myself, and I'm just passing on that experience and that skill to other people. So that was a start, and 6 years later, this is where we're at. The message for the young ones is really to stay out of trouble and to make better decisions, not to follow the crowd. You know, we do a lot of writing sessions here, and the first thing they want to write about is the road, is selling drugs, is who they're beefing with. But there's more to life than that. There's more about them than that. And it's just about exploring who they are as a deeper person. And for them to have the confidence to share the fact that actually they aspire to be a lawyer, or they aspire to be a footballer, whatever it is, and to talk about that and to kind of be more creative in how they're portraying themselves to the world. One of the things for me is to be consistent. So if I'm giving a positive message, if I'm saying, you know, make good decisions and certain things, I have to live that myself. So it doesn't make sense me say, you know, leave certain things alone, and then I leave the studio and I'm doing stuff that I've told them not to do. So it's kind of being a real person and a real example. You know, I work hard, I build from the bottom, and you can see the progression. You know, you come to the studio one day, it looks like something else, and then you come back and this is improved. and we've got a new team member, and we've got a new event, and we're growing. So you can see the growth. So for me, in terms of being inspiration, the proof's in the pudding. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you'll see the growth, and you'll see that the message is the same, and it doesn't change. I'm consistent, the team's consistent, and we're about progression and doing a good job, being an impact in young people's lives, in terms of we do help them to see the light at the end of the tunnel, to make some changes, to find work, to be around positive people. Sometimes you're around negative people all the time. When you come around here, you've got positive people, men and women, that are about achieving, about positivity, and it's about being in that environment. So to continue to provide that environment for young people, and to change lives.